Hey, it's Brett, Mountain Bike More. I'm here entering the park system, gonna hit Roadrunner Trail, and we're leaving Irvine Park, going into Santiago Oaks. We're gonna take Santiago Oaks through Weir Canyon, hopefully, and then we're gonna pop down to the Sart. Now, I don't know if we have enough time for that, but the whole idea is how to connect a bunch of trails so you can make a pretty big cross-country loop. I know some guys are really good at it, but a lot of us, we're still learning these trail systems. Thank you. Cool thing about this is the biggest climb on the trail comes up early, so you get out of the way if you go this direction. And if you're coming the other direction, it's more of a down. But Weir Canyon will be rocky, we'll see. Pretty cool. And I'm out here on my downcountry canyon trail Lux bike. Got a dropper, got full suspension, but I do have cross-country race tires on it. Fun little roll there, but that log's a blast. It's kind of a marker, let you know that you're on the right path. We're coming up here on chutes. This is the biggest climb. It's a pretty gentle climb in the aspect that it doesn't get overly steep, but it does cause you to hit some switchbacks that are tight. And this is kind of like the gatekeeper in a way, one of them, to getting you through and into all the fun stuff that Santiago Oaks has to offer. So Roadrunner loop, and then chutes up. Not chutes ridgeline, chutes. Well, I guess gentle climb isn't really the right term here. It's a consistent climb, nothing overly technical, but you have these switchbacks that require some balance and some power. Nothing where you're hopping rocks. If you're attempting a 3-hour ride, you definitely have the leg power. Just put your head down and pedal. So not gentle, but not gnarly. You're not gonna have to get off and hike a bike unless you make a mistake on one of the corners. All right, and up here is the top of chutes. This is probably, you can make this one of the more technical spots if you pedal up the rocks, or you just pedal around them. Either way, it doesn't matter. And now we're just gonna continue on the Barham Ridge. To our left, an aid station, like with tools if you need them. But we're just gonna keep on going up and up and up. All right, so we're about 20 minutes into our ride. Barham Ridge has a few of these little ups that are pretty steep, and they get kind of rocky, so they can be a little technical, especially if you're on like a slicker tire, like I'm on a Racing Ralph. If you're on a race tire, that can be a bit challenging, but it adds to the fun. And like always, there's no harm in hike-a-biking. All right, so after the second up that's a little technical, there's a couple shelves. We come to an intersection with Deer Trail. Deer Trail on the right has a gazebo with shade you can rest at. And you can take that down if you want. I'm gonna choose to go further down the ridge because it's a little rockier over here. I like that entrance better. So here we go. I think this is called Anaheim Hills. Yep. And we're gonna drop in on Anaheim Hills. There are some little rocky sections here that are fun. Definitely makeable on an XC bike, even if you're not a world-class rider. So don't send it full speed because you'll hit the rocky sections and you may not be able to slow down like this thing. Super fun. Shoot down the middle was smooth. I should have hit the rockier section. And before long, you come across the section where you intersect with Deer. So if you take Deer to Anaheim Hills, you turn right, and it turns into a little climb that you got to go up. And that's what we're at. I prefer the Anaheim Hills section. A little bit more fun, more direct. But if you need a video on Deer, I got one for you, along with, I think, Cactus and Yucca. I'll put a description down below in the, or a link down below in the description. All right, so we've been traveling deep in the canyon, and all of a sudden we come across a house and an intersection, and this is a good place you can get aid. But now we're going to Weir Canyon. Good spot to stop, rest, stretch, what have you. Beautiful views. Today we have a breeze. 2 snakes so far. May. Both a good kind of snakes. But up here comes the steepest and most technical climb. I don't think I'll make it, but I'll give it a go. Maybe I won't, we'll see. I just know it's steep. A little ledgy right here. Yeah, nope. May not look like much of a ledge. I think I'd spin out, but definitely if you set it up, fun little place. Challenge yourself. All right, so after that hike-a-bike section, there's some fun little rocky climbs. I missed one of them, didn't make it, and it happens. Those of you doing this, it's a long ride, so you're gonna hike a bike some sections, but Weir Canyon is definitely more ups and downs and rocks than what we experienced in Santiago Canyon. All right, here's that section coming from the other way. There's one rocky section there. There's another one here. Woo! And then there's one more. This is a big one. This is the one we couldn't climb. We had to hike earlier. Trying to remember where the rock ledges are. There we go, perfect. Right down there. Sick! Super fun. All right, so we're in Weir Canyon now. We're pretty deep out here, or it feels like it. Barely see a telephone pole. See this massive canyon off to our right. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Some mountains on the other side, mountains straight ahead. So this is a beautiful place. You really get the sense that you're out here. And last year I was out here for the Super Bloom. So I imagine this year, this might not be a bad place to go for that as well. Sorry, locals, but most mountain bikers aren't gonna slow down much. So check it out. But yeah, we're out here. This is gorgeous. Definitely time to take a peek at the scenery, take a snack break, stretch break, find a shady spot because it gets really, really hot out here. And Weir has a lot of little ups and downs, and these little rocky sections give you just a little taste of spice. Nothing too gnarly, but definitely enough to keep you on your toes, keep the ride entertaining. And that was one of the milder downs. We'll try to find another one later. All right, here's one of those downs. They give you a little spice. Doesn't look like much on the GoPro, but here we go. Bump, 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 bump. And there you have it. So there's sections like that all throughout the trail. All right, so here's an intersection with deer weed to the left and Weir Canyon to the right. We're gonna stay on Weir Canyon here. Maybe we'll find something fun. And it looks like we're just traversing. This is so rad. Totally getting out here. All right, we're coming to an intersection where there's this little trail off to the right. And it looks like it's, you know, some kids' trail, but it's actually the trail that we're gonna have to take. And this is where I often turn left because I don't believe it that the right trail is actually a trail. It's right here. It's this little rinky-dink thing. This does not look like a trail, but for some reason it is. And through the irrigation. Oh, All right, so once we're around the corner, we're up against this fence. Trail becomes a lot more trail-like. The homes are on the left, canyon on the right, and now we feel like we're a lot better that we're on the right trail. So just bear with it, get around the homes, use the irrigation ditch if you have to, and you'll get back on the right trail. All right, here comes a little step and some big ruts, some flowers, the homes. Clearly we're on a big trail, but boy, was it strange. Is it strange that it goes so small in that one spot? This more feels like fire road, horse trail type stuff. The rest of the riding's been good so far. And there we have it. We are out. All right, we just pedaled straight and we got to Weir Canyon and Blue Sky. The intersection of Weir Canyon and Blue Sky. No real trails that you can go into. So I imagine we're just gonna cruise on down to the Sart. All right, so if you want to be a little more adventurous, right here at the bottom of the hill, there's a stop sign. And on the left-hand side, there's a trail that you can hit. You can go straight through and go to Weir, or take this one. If you're on a mountain bike, this is more what you probably want. Oops. But if you're tired, the other one's better. Oh, we're on like wood planks. Oh, what an adventure over here. In the middle of a long ride. This is really fun. Challenging, but fun. Woohoo! So cool. So just a little bit after the tunnel, you gotta be careful. This is the first right option of two, and this is harder than 90-degree angle. And we're gonna take that right, and that should take us back. All right, here we go. We come short distance out. We're at a park. We're just gonna turn right, and we're gonna take this out to the street, and maybe 200 yards up the street, we'll hit Weir Canyon, and then we can go down Weir Canyon, just as if you hadn't taken the fun way. But it's a nice, cool little park. Great place to rest. All right, so if you miss the first right, or you opt not to take it, here's the second option for a right. And we just take the paved trail down. So there's a first right option. This is a second right option. This one is a little bit cooler. Heck, you can even go this way. Granted, we're on the wrong side of Weir. We can cross the street at any point. Woo! And there we have it. We're at Weir Canyon. We're at the bottom of the hill almost. Pretty rad. As always, hit like, hit subscribe. Don't be shy. Ask me questions. Leave me comments. If you see me, yo, more! Maybe we can do a bit of a ride together. Mountain bike more. Ride more. Subscribe. Laugh more.
Like. Crash more. Comment.
Crash more. Comment.